Right now I'm actually going through like a very delicate, intimate moment of of seeing things through this portal that uh, I'm actually being told called this portal of crown chakra that comes with so much understanding, so much wisdom, insight, clarity of what goes into a human psychic, what goes into a human consciousness, what goes to these levels of dimension that we tend to experience and witness in our lifetime. And I'm actually being in this position where I realize I love everyone. Yes, I've always said that, but now it feels more real to in every way, and I'm also aware why it does feel so, because I'm in this position where I understand why I felt the division in me, why I was feeling hot and cold, what sort of laws and principles that rendered me in those position of seeing the difference, you know, and also feeling different about certain things, and also feeling, yeah, hot and cold, and about certain characters and individuals, and it takes me back where as a child, I used to feel hot and cold towards my mom, towards her character. There were times where I I felt more fond towards her. There were times I felt more rejectful towards her, based on her character and the energy that she was carrying at the time and exuding. And I am finding myself in a position with much more in-depth and understanding explanation of what goes into those characters, what brings them up into the surface, and what lens, that are active in me that renders me seeing them in that manner, and that renders me feeling the way I felt. I'm getting more in-depth information of how I created my world in the past, and how it impacted my world, and how it made me feel. So now I'm like in this position where I'm realizing, no man, I love everyone. I love everyone as they are. Like, I love everyone, because now the lens that I have, they actually bring clarity on a deeper level. What is really happening on other people's shoes. It feels like I'm being placed in their shoes and understand them, where they come from, why they act in the way they act, why they would respond to life, or why they would carry themselves in that way. Because my whole suffering came from, or stress came from, not understanding, why people actually will behave in a certain way, while they will speak in a certain way, while they will do such things. And it will automatically put me in a position where I would become resentful towards people's character, and I wouldn't want to do anything with those kind of ways and stuff like that. And now, in the position I am, I made understand what sort of lens I was using first, that actually rendered me, seeing those character in the way I saw them. And um, and because of that information of understanding myself, it then now put me in a position where I'm more inclined to be more open towards other people's character, and understanding where they come from. And it is all thanks to this, new information, new portal that brings so much clarity and understanding, which leads me in a position of having compassion for self and others, and where they're coming from. And that's just puts me in this position where I'm like, I love everyone. I just didn't like Of course, their ways I didn't like, their characters. I never liked that because I didn't even understand what made them act the way they did. And now that I have understanding, it's like there is no need now not to like people. There's no need now to love people, not to love myself. Because it's clear now in my head, everything makes sense, and out of the sense it brings me into this position of um in harmony with life energies as they are, because now I understand, you know. It's like being scared of, I don't know. Yeah, like I understand the nature of life, the nature of human consciousness, and it has liberated me from this prison of mind that I built or created out of fear-based mentality that wanted to have control, that wanted to have things in a certain way, that felt insecure, that felt not enough, you know. And now with the knowledge, it's like there is no reason not to love anyone, no matter what they did. You love everyone because you understand the laws behind the human psyche.